Day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is the National Football League.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown! Rashard Higgins from 19 yards away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup there. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And finding the tight end Hooper. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. On third down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Rashawn Gary. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun. Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like when they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on a catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield, 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down...
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And the Browns are able to... this one up, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Hunt going to run for it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he gets to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point periods. Sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take
recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with...
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down now, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up. Good by Crosby. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers' hands. First down. It's Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.